Hello everyone, this is Cherie, and this is my November 2025 wrap-up vlog, where I go over all the media I consumed in the month of November. So November was pretty busy for me. I wrote a screenplay. I did the NaNoWriMo challenge where I wrote every day, and I came up with a independent feature that I will be shooting in 2026. Now, it does need a rewrite, but I'm very happy that I got, the first draft done in November. So because I was so focused on that, I did not finish reading any books last month. I did not finish reading any screenplays. I did finish a series, and it's one that I had checked out from the library, and I had been watching a little, like, every month. You can have DVDs from the library for I don't know, probably like 2.5 to 3 months, because of the renewals if no one else wants it. So it was Decalogue, and Decalogue 1 was actually part of the Harvard list. You didn't have to watch all 10, but you had to watch the first one. So way back then I watched the first one. And I'm kind of a completionist, so I finished the rest. And each episode is based on one of the 10 commandments. And I enjoyed it, but it's probably not one I would want to revisit. I did a bunch of rewatches in November, so I have been purchasing DVDs off and on for the past few years, and they've just kind of been piling up. So I wanted to get through some of those. But I also rewatched Ballad of a Soldier and Sherlock Jr. because they both informed or inspired me while I was writing my feature. By the way, right now it's just called Project Santa Cruz because I don't have a title for it yet. So if I refer to Project Santa Cruz, that's the feature I wrote in November. All right, and let's see. Oh, I saw a really good found footage horror movie on YouTube. It's called Milk and Cereal, and it's just over an hour, and it was made for under $1,000. Very well done, very good horror. And then I also saw Robot Dreams, which was an animated, no dialogue feature, again, informing the script that I was writing, because my script can only be 50% dialogue. So I was really trying to get back into how do you tell a story without dialogue. And onto the Harvard list. I got through the next 20. I had already seen quite a few of these, but I do want to talk about a few of them. So there's the Three Colors trilogy. The colors are blue, white, and red, the colors of the French flag. And I saw these a long time ago. I think I've seen blue twice now. But the cinematography is just stunning. And, they're kind of artsy, artsy French films. But I just remember them as being very enjoyable. Then The Sweet Hereafter, starring Sarah Polley. This is about the after effects of a bus crash in which a bunch of children died. It's a Canadian film. Highly recommend that one. The Celebration. Okay, this is the first Dogma 95 film. There were all these rules that you had to follow, and it's like you had to stay away from like Hollywood type filmmaking. It's about characters, it's about story, and this is a very unsettling family get together for the father's, I think it's the father's birthday. And it's not one I necessarily want to watch again because it's so uncomfortable, but it's really good, and I probably will watch it again at some point in the future. All right, Run Lola Run. I saw this when it came out in the theaters and was blown away by it. It's just got really flashy editing, and it's just, high energy, super fun. And it's it kind of looks like an 80s film as far as how Lola looks, but it was the late 90s when it came out. And it takes place in Germany, so it's a German film. Oh, Beau Travail. I keep talking about this one. I love this film. I rewatched it in November. I had purchased the Criterion DVD. And again, another film with very little dialogue and just gorgeous cinematography, great scenery. And again, I'm going to try to do for Santa Cruz what Beau Travail did for Djibouti. It just looks gorgeous. Eyes Wide Shut. This might be my favorite Stanley Kubrick film. I mean, I own The Shining. I don't own Eyes Wide Shut, but yeah, it's really great. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman took years with Stanley Kubrick to make this movie back when they were married, and it's just haunting. Not one that I would want to watch all the time, but I've seen it twice, and yeah, I definitely can see myself watching it a few more times. And lastly, In the Mood for Love. This is a beautiful movie. It's sad, it's gorgeous. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. There's one thing that kind of bothers me a little about it, which is why I'm not going to own it. The music, they use the same music track over and over again. And I like themes, but I like the themes when they're played differently, like with different orchestration or something like that. But when it's the exact same music track over and over, it kind of becomes grating to my ears. It's interesting because a lot of films I've watched recently with this Harvard list do that. Tuki Buki did that with a song called Peri Peri, and In the Mood for Love does it, and oh gosh, what was it called? California Dreamin' was a song in it. It's a Wong Kar-wai film. Anyway, I'll put it here. So, that's my only qualm with In the Mood for Love, but it's such a gorgeous film. All right, and guess what? I am only 8 movies away from finishing the Harvard list. And that's my goal for December, because I started this journey in June of 2024. So it will be a year and a half to get that I have gotten through the whole list of 346, I think it is. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for the wrap up. I hope you had a good November, and I will see you in the next video.